In 480 BC, the most powerful army the world had ever seen march toward Greece. It was led by Xerxes, king of Persia, ruler of millions, commander of an army said to number in the hundreds of thousands. Some ancient sources even claim over 1 million soldiers. They came like a storm, unstoppable, overwhelming, inevitable. And standing in their path? Just 300 Spartans, led by King Leonidas. But this wasn't just a story about numbers. It was a story about choice. When Xerxes demanded that Greece surrender and hand over their weapons, the Spartans replied with 2 simple words, mol and lavi. Come and take them. That wasn't arrogance. That was defiance. Leonidas knew they couldn't win a conventional war. The Persian army was too large. So he chose the narrow pass of Thermopylae, a thin stretch of land between mountains and sea. In that tight corridor, numbers meant nothing. Discipline meant everything. And no one was more disciplined than the Spartans. For 3 days, the Persians attacked. Wave after wave. Arrows darkened the sky. Spears shattered. Shields splintered. But the Spartans held their ground. Their phalanx formation was nearly unbreakable. Shields locked together, moving as one body, one wall of bronze and blood. The Persian immortals, Xerxes' elite warriors, were sent in. They fell too. Imagine the fear in the Persian ranks. How could 300 men stop an empire? But then, betrayal. A Greek trader named Ephialtes revealed a hidden mountain path to the Persians, a way to flank the Spartans. Leonidas understood instantly. This was the end. He dismissed most of the Greek allies, ordering them to retreat and live to fight another day. But he and his 300 Spartans stayed. Alongside a few hundred Thespians and the bands, they made their final stand. They knew they would die. And they stayed anyway. The final battle was chaos. Spears broke, they fought with swords. Swords shattered, they fought with hands and teeth. Leonidas himself fell in combat, and the Spartans fought fiercely just to protect his body. One by one, they were cut down. But they did something no one expected. They delayed the Persian advance long enough to unite Greece. Their sacrifice inspired the Greek city-states. It led to future victories at Salamis and Plataea, battles that ultimately pushed Persia back. The 300 didn't win that day, but they changed history. At Thermopylae, a stone was later placed with a simple inscription, "Go tell the Spartans, stranger passing by, that here, obedient to their laws, we lie." Leonidas and his 300 were not fearless. They were human. They felt fear. They felt pain. They knew death was certain, but they chose duty over survival. And that is why, more than 2,500 years later, we still remember their names. Because courage is not about winning. It's about standing your ground, even when the world is against you.